February is here. I have a little bit of sun. I'm like basking in it, and I'm quite happy because I have projects I want to show to you. But first, here's the thing. My room's a mess. I have things to do. As per usual, we know. Work, as per usual, it's a mess. I have things to do. That's that. We know. However, I'm kind of ready to again find those moments because I've been able to at least find moments to project, and I have been able to do packages of the projects that I want to work on for the festival, and it is exciting. And this is the excitement that I want to use when I am projecting things. Sometimes, and this is a neurodivergence thing, the projecting um, gives you the dopamine. It makes you go, well, that was it. But it's not. It's also the doing things that makes it so that I am doing it. So I'm trying to feel this excitement and get excited by various methods. So, for example, with the projects that I'm working on for the festival, I have my folder. And so I click on it, I see all of the images that it plays there that remind me of what I want to do. And that kind of gives me a little bit of a dopamine rush and makes me go, okay, what can I do? What can I try it on? What can I see that I could do? And that's what I kind of did in the last couple of days. Basically, I was projecting and I was dividing because I really, really need to have things separated. Because if everything's together, I'm gonna get excited about other things. I need to concentrate. So that's what I've been doing, and I'm really, really excited. So for the festival, I have all of the days that I'm gonna be there, and all of the possible moments in which I could wear something. I also decided that I'm also going to carry very chill, simple clothes, and I'm not gonna get too much in my head about it. But I do have a couple of outfits. Now, some of them I have to do fully, others are more, um, let's say, a situation where I want to profit from this to make them or to modify them or to fix them. So I have the list of all of the different outfits, and in here I have the papers of the designs basically. Now, this is not my DIY book, mainly because this is just sketches on sketches on sketches. Here I have a post-it note with some things that I would like to remind myself in regards to this. Things like lightweight, I don't want to carry too much. No iron needed because I don't have an iron, and so I would like things to look still nice and easy to put on enough. That's important. So I have the different projects in here ready to go, and I'm really excited. I already have them in different bags in there. So whenever I feel like there's a project in particular that I have the time and I would like to work on, I can just take it out and work on it. And yeah, I'm actually quite excited. I think that I want to use this dopamine rush to do things, but the reality is that for so many of them, I acknowledge now that, especially for the startup, I need at least a full day. I need at least a full day because for me, adding accessories, adding a couple of things here and there, that is something that I can do in the various moments. However, the structure, I need a full day. It's a full day commitment for me because, first of all, I don't know how many hours it could take. It could take a couple, it could take more than a couple, but I know that I don't have the capacity to have an appointment, let's say, at 4 in the afternoon if I know that I want to create something. That's that. I don't work like that. And by acknowledging that, I want to use it for my advantage. And so I have a couple of days that, in the future, of course, I know I have a full day, no commitments, and I'm going to, right off the bat, I'm going to say those days I'm going to be working on the project. I'm going to try also to, because I am choosing already the days to work on those projects, I would like to try to do a sort of building up. So try to make my head some ways get inspired by things before the day comes. That way when the day comes I can go fully into it because I know I have the time and I'm in the mood. So yeah, that's my try it out, I guess. Once again, I am still debating whether I want to do a separate video of some of these outfits. This is mainly because some of them I do think I'm going to go to explain every single detail because they are a little bit more detailed. while others a bit more chill. So I think those ones I'm going to be sharing a little bit more in here. Now for the big ones with a lot of details, I will show you of course, but it's going to go less into detail here. Now we're talking about, shirts, that I need to fix a pair of pants. I want to work on some accessories, the photos that I took of all my rings and earrings and accessories and all of that. Well, I want to use that as well. I want to use this moment to also fix some of them and see what it can work, and also start to realize, okay, if some of these accessories that I have I don't use in everyday life, and they don't really vibe with some of the costumes and the themes that I usually go for, that's I think a useful way to say, okay, I probably am not gonna be using this, so I can give it away. So yeah, that's kind of part of the whole thing that I'm trying to work here with. I also, of course, have other things to do. At home, I need to organize a couple of things. I need to hang also a couple of things to organize my room a little bit better, because it's a bit messy at the moment. And of course, I have a job and other stuff. But overall, I'm actually quite excited. February might be a short month, but that doesn't mean we cannot do some stuff. So February, here we go. I have happy updates! We're close to the middle of February, but not even there yet. And I was already able to do stuff, and I'm really, really happy about it. So, basically, I had a couple of days free, and I had nothing, no appointments, no nothing. And so I said to myself, let's use this chance. Take those days for you and to just get into a project. And that's what I did. And I'm really excited. And the project that I decided to go for is one of the projects that probably is going to take overall a lot. It's not finished yet, but it's this one. It's my creature, let's call it that, for the festival. So last year I made that one over there. I didn't took it with me because it's a little bit heavy and I wasn't able to do the rest of the costume. But I quite like it, so that's why I hang it there. And in all of that time that has passed by, I learned about new materials, I learned about a couple of things, and I got inspired by others. And so this is what I did while I was making that one, a sort of, I don't know, project detail of how I made it. And then for this year's festival, I did this, which is the design that I was inspired by it again. I have the folder with all of the pictures that caught me this inspiration. And because I remember when I made this, the one hanging there, it took me a full day, like a full day, and just to figure out how to make it. And then it took me many other days because it's paper mache to do the layers and wafer. It was a long process. I remember I was watching Arcane while I was doing it. By the way, just saying. So I said to myself, if just the base is going to take that long, let's just get into it. Let's use these days to at least have the base. I made it in a day, the base at the end. I calculate into movies because during those things I like to put on movies as background, because movies that I know, it helps. And it was, I don't know, maybe three movies and a half. And it was basically done because I used different materials. Now, I'm not going to show it to you, and I'm not going to go into the details because considering the length of the project, again, it's not over yet, it's not finished. And all of the details, I'm going to do a separate video. Hopefully, I'm not going to bubble as much as I usually do, but I'm actually quite happy, I have to say. It's giving me a lot of serotonin boost that I've been able to do it. It's really, really fun. And figuring out some of the details to do still, figuring out what do I want to go with some of the ideas that I have for this, if I'm actually going to make it, if maybe I feel like we should go to another place. So it's really fun, but just the fact that I have it and it's basically done in the sense that I could just wear it as it is, that's amazing. And I'm really, really happy. So yeah, that's been one of the things. I also have no great news because I have been also cleaning. And yes, I've been throwing away some stuff, as in given away, because are things that I am deciding I'm not really going to use this, and I'm not going to wait for the moment to use something because no, it's absolutely no need. So in all of that organizing, I sadly was also checking some of my older projects, and I realized more has gotten to some of them. And so there's a couple of things that I had to take out, and I'm probably going to have to throw away, in the sense that, I mean, they're fabric, so I could use it to clean, but it's really moldy. So yeah, it's really sad, I have to say, but it's something that I am aware there is a possibility in this place. It does allow me to remind myself to check on things a little bit more often, to try to, be more aware of it. And that's it. Hopefully in the future I can go back into that project and maybe do it better. But for now, sadly, I'm going to have to just check on it. Hopefully, if the weather keeps on being decent enough, I could give it a nice wash. But yeah, that's kind of the sad news. But overall, I'm quite happy. Again, organizing a little bit, reducing here and there, but also creating. And yeah, I'm really happy. Life is from my bed because I am actually sick. And it's an annoying sickness where I cannot like stand for too long. I cannot look at the same thing for too long and kind of try to focus my eyes because it gives me a bigger headache that I already have. And yeah, I don't have energy, basically. Not fun. Hopefully, it's going to go away in not too long because I get really annoyed with these things. I hate to feel that I cannot do anything. I am happy that I was able to do some stuff at the beginning of the month. I actually got excited. There's a couple of things that I did. I did exaggerate, as I tend to do, but I was already ready to keep on going and try to de escalate and try to organize things. I was really into that project, but sadly, well, it is how it is. I am happy that I took away the clothes that I decided that I wasn't going to wear, and I already gave them away, and I'm quite happy with that because I do sense that things are fitting better in just one space instead of many others. There's a couple of things that I am still thinking about how can I arrange a little bit better, but again, for now, because of my state, I'm not going to do anything big. But yeah, we still have the rest of the month, of course. Even though February is a short month, there's still time to do maybe something. And yeah, we'll see. We'll keep on going. The month is basically over. It is a short month, and I did complain about January lasting ages, and then February was like, "I got you. I'm out." Like, okay, I'm happy with the things that I did. Especially at the beginning of the month, I was really happy with what I accomplished. Then I got sick, and things happen as per usual, as per usual. But it's fine. It's fine. Let's focus on the good things, like the things that I did for the costume that I began. I also started thinking about another costume and trying to get the folder full of ideas and things that could come in handy. I also did a fixing. Here, this bag, I got this months ago. And this is one of those cases of something that doesn't take much to fix, but it took me months. Basically, I did a video actually of how it was, this button all ruined because this lining with the string that sometimes someone does without realizing it got all messed up. And so I just added a patch. It was that simple. One of those that you attach with heat. So I didn't have to sort in anything. I added the button, I put some nail polish, and that was it. It was genuinely a couple of minutes type of project, but it took me months. Now, in many ways, one of the reasons why it took me months is because it's not something that I find that I have to do. I can survive with a broken button. I'm not gonna die. But it does make me feel guilty. It does make me a little bit embarrassed because when I go around, with the bag and it showcases that the button is all ruined, I feel bad because I feel like this is something I could fix. This is not something that I have to ask someone else to do it. I can do it. And I could go around with it looking nice. So I realized that I have that sensation sometimes with my clothes. And in fact, there's a couple of coats and some skirts and shirts that need some fixing. And it could be a really quick thing to do. But my issue is that when I have the time, long periods of time usually, I think of the big projects. So I know I have a full day, I don't have anything to do, and there's one project that is calling me, I'm like on it, I get into it hours and hours and end, lovely. But then there's moments where I could do things, but I realize that I don't remember what to do. Like I have things to do, but my brain kind of goes fully blank in regards of all of the things that I could do in that shorter amount of time. And so I decided to just write it all down. I'm a visual person. I have my calendar with my working shifts as well as, appointments and things that I have to do. And in a similar manner, I could just write everything down. So if I need a reminder, I can just write it down. And so I decided to add everything for the festival, all of the fixing and things that I have, that it's like everyday clothes. I also have some extra projects, things that I would like to try, things that I'm interested in doing. And then we have, working stuff and studying stuff. And I feel that I could try to, if I have the time, and if I doesn't, my brain doesn't really come up with something at the moment, I can just look at this and be like, okay, I have that amount of time and I could do this. And so I try to do it. And I have a longer amount of time, so maybe I could do something that it takes a little bit longer. And so, yeah, it's just a way of helping. I think that as a neurodivergent person existing in the universe, we need to keep on trying different methods, different ways. I find myself just, trying to notice the things that do work and trying to use them to then, you know, I can do other things that I'm also interested in doing, and coming up, of course, with the things that I have to do, but also some of the things that I want to do. And that is the balance that at the end of the day, I think we're all working on, to be honest. And it's not easy, at least for me. So, yeah, I'm just trying this out. We'll see how it goes. I'm still okay with the things that I did this month. As per usual, I always would like to do more, but it's fine. Let's focus on the positive. I did stuff and I'm okay with that. I have things to do and many of them I'm excited about. So that is a good thing. That's really nice. Also the weather helps because seasonal depression does kick in. And so, these moments of the sun are like, oh, okay, right. Life can exist, life can be really fun and I can try to do it all. It's fine. And so yeah, that's kind of the mindset, I guess. I hope your month went well. I hope you're able to do a lot of things. I hope you're able to have lovely days of sun, but also lovely cozy days, because those are also really nice to just stay at home under the covers and just chilling, because we all deserve also a chill time. And yeah, we'll see you in March. We'll see what we were able to do. I'm excited. I'm actually excited. Yay!